Hey, welcome back. Don't you get tired of seeing signs like that? Or signs that tell you you can't go in there? Or no trespassing signs, all that good stuff. So this, unfortunately, is off limits to quite a bit of activities. That is not me. I have a on-road vehicle. It has a tag, obviously, and headlights, turn signals, a tag. So I am gonna go down that road. This is just a small rant before I do some riding, and you guys get to watch some riding. It's just a small rant about land rights and all that good stuff. So this is near Ecofina Creek, and it's a water management area according to the state of Florida. I think there's like 5 of them in the state. I'll throw a link down here. You can watch the other videos I have about Florida and their water management areas. So basically they take land from Florida people, Floridians, or however you want to call it, and determine that it's going to actually now belong to the state. Hopefully you watched my last video about land, or you're going to click on that one down there, and you're going to watch about amendment number 1 that was passed back in last voting session, that pretty much gave the state of Florida even more land and more money to buy land, and then say, hey, this is land that you can't use unless you fit X category. So this one is only open during hunting season. So what do you know? I have a on-road vehicle and I have a hunting license. So I'm going to go back here and explore some spots that I can go hunting, even though I didn't bring anything to hunt right now. Well, I have a nice big knife, but I don't know if I want to track down some deer and stab him. So I know a few friends of mine would love to do that. So we're going to go down here and do some riding, and I will also put a little time hack down at the bottom in case you don't want to watch me just ride through the woods. A little time hack on exactly what time I do some more speaking, in case you guys are interested in that. So let's go tear this up on my on-road vehicle. Oh, I lied. Gonna not tear it up for a minute. So I read this sign just because earlier I just glanced at it, and read this, But check this out. This is what really angers me. This property is owned and managed by the Northwest Florida Water Management District for the protection of your water resources. I can protect my own water. I don't need these guys to put a fence up and say, hey, this is how we protect your water. Kind of interesting. Back to the whole thing about you control the water and the land and the food, and then you can control the people. Just let that sink in for a little bit as you watch me ride, or just fast forward to it. Me talking some more. Hold on. Alright, so I apologize if that camera angle isn't very good. It's really hard to get it right, and it's really hard to get that mic to stay in its spot too. So hopefully you can see down here and a nice good field of view of where we're going. So let's go. You guys still with me? Hope you didn't get taken out by that branch. So one of my longtime watchers, hopefully you're watching, Susan. I'm going to talk about you for a minute. It's all good though, don't worry. So she says, well, she has a lot more experience on dirt bikes and stuff than I do, and then she has been telling me that basically speed and RPM are my friends in deep sand. But let me tell you what, speed in deep sand when you start wobbling is very, very interesting. So Susan, I'm still having a hard time getting it, you know, because the front end starts to just kind of go like that, and basically you lose steering. So I don't know if you guys have any suggestions, or Susan, you have some suggestions of maybe me growing some bigger balls or something. I don't know, let me know. Right now I'm just powering through it, as you can see, and I keep my feet down to balance me and to kick off if I need to. Yeah, see, RPMs would help me there. And then there's times like that when the front end doesn't want to steer. Yeah, it's good times. Yeah, see how she gets wobbly, and then the faster I go, the more it is, the more, hold on, let me think of a good word, the more extreme the inputs in the steering are. I mean, this is some deep stuff, you know. Got some nice deer tracks. There we go. Well, the good thing is I'm new at this, the off-road thing, and there's room for improvement, so I'm trying to get better. Not no Travis Pastrana, not trying to be either. Just trying not to break a leg, you know? Try not to break a leg and have a little bit of fun. that nice water. Yeah, it's one of the nice things about Florida. There's water everywhere. I don't know if you hear the other noise. It's bugs. There's bugs everywhere here too. Hey, so I haven't really made a video or anything, and I don't know what the reflection, you probably can't tell right now unless I put the visor down, but my visor, see the color of it? It's a Transitions, like the actual company Transition lenses visor for my Bell helmet. The visor was actually like, you know, like $160. The helmet was like $100, so it's kind of interesting, kind of expensive piece, but I like it. It works real good. It changes. Hey, look, there's a nice little crawdad right there. You see him? Crayfish, crawdad, whatever you guys call them, like a little lobster looking thing. Y'all see that? Hopefully y'all can. Let me see if you can get off. If you guys can see that thing. Yeah, it's right about there. It's probably hard to see. A lot of people here eat those things. I don't understand why. Maybe they taste good. Should we mess with this one? Oh, he's pretty fast. He's got a good reverse. Don't worry, I wasn't gonna kill him. People were like, oh my gosh. Oh. Alright, now I gotta make sure I don't kill him. I don't remember where he went. Oh well, he moves fast enough. As soon as my tire hits that water, he's gonna skedaddle. Yeehaw! Let's see. Closed to unauthorized vehicular travel. Foot travel is authorized. Do not obstruct roads, gates, or fire lanes. Sounds fun. A little bit of rolling hills out here. Somewhat of a nice area. Ooh, loose sand.
Yeehaw. Yeah, this loose rock, this big rock's harder to ride on than I thought. It likes to come out from under you too. Yeah, the last time I was out here, I ran into a fish and game wildlife officer right about here, and he just waved at him and he waved at me. Trying to hit this river lobster. So I've came out here quite a bit in my truck, and coming down this hill is easy, but going up it's different. Let's try going up it on the bike. Good practice. Getting attacked by bees. My mic's still good. Maybe, yeah. Yeah, the old air-cooled bike doesn't like going that slow at high RPM. Yeehaw! Oh, let me fix my mirror. There we go. nice little turnaround area up here, and you get a little bit of a good view. Yeah, it's a nice little area. Yeah, it's a yeehaw. Somebody broke their toilet up here. I always laugh at that every time I drive by it. Alright, so we're gonna head to that other place, the one where the one where me and Natalie went shooting the other day, and that's where we're gonna sit down and have a little discussion. So let's do it. So if you're ever in the area and you Google Ecofina Creek, you can actually go rent canoes and kayaks right there. There's a number, what's it, 850-722-9032. And then there's this other area over here that, what was that one? That was Wilford Springs, I think. But like it says on that sign, it's closed until the summer of 2016. But supposedly that's the really nice area. Oh yeah. Soggy stuff right there. RPM maybe? Yeah. Did I miss our little spot? I think I might have. Nah, I didn't miss it. It's up here. It curves to the left a little bit. Ooh. Yeah, you gotta watch that front brake in the sand, it just locks up. Yeah, right here is where we're at the other day. Oh yeah. Please don't fall over. So, nice little joyride. Gonna hang out here, have a little snack, drink some water, talk philosophy stuff here in a minute. Oh. That seat really kind of gets a little bit annoying after a little bit of bumpy road. We still recording? Oh yeah. Hold on, you're going upside down for a minute. Alright. How we look? Good. Alright, so like I said, I'm gonna relax, chill. I wanted to get farther down into that way where it could not be seen by the road, from the road right over there. Don't want to get bothered at all by anybody, but it's fine. We'll hang out here for a minute. Alright, so here we are at our little stopping point. This is where me and Natalie came shooting the other day, and there is a lot of bumblebees out here, so not sure how long we're gonna stay. We'll talk about a few things. So let's talk about this land again for a minute while we were on that subject. So see, all these trees have been cleared and cut down, and there's two reasons for that. One, probably to clear it out in case there's a forest fire. It's not gonna, spread too much. Maybe this one area will keep it from spreading to another area, so it might be good. But then again, you guys know, every once in a while, something burning down is a good thing. So the other thing it's probably cut down for is to make money. So here in where we live in Panama City, Florida, there is a huge paper mill, and they cut down trees for it. Don't know the actual technical term. They're just some kind of pine tree, and they go and turn them into whatever they turn them into, paper and other kinds of stuff. So the state owns this property, even though at some point it was, well, it depends on how far you want to go back in history. At some point the state didn't own it. It was owned by natives that were here, whatever you want to call them. So now the state owns it, and they fence it off, and they tell you when and where you can't go and what you can go there on. So it's interesting. So hopefully a little bit of that money they made off of this, because they actually do make money off of these logs, the timber and all that. Hopefully it goes back to keeping some of the stuff useful, keeping some of these areas open. But unfortunately it shouldn't. It should just be open. It should be ours, or maybe somebody should own it. Maybe that should be, somebody's, your homestead or my homestead, or somebody's little house right down there by that nice little pond. But no, it's not. What else are we going to talk about? Oh, yeah. The same subject I talk about almost every single time I come out on the bike, carrying a gun. So as you can see, I am not carrying the gun on me, or it's not tucked in. It's actually inside my little camelback. So let me show you the setup I have right now, which isn't easy to access, not easy at all. And forgive me, I have all kinds of small things in here. But it's not easy to access the firearm if I was to need it while I'm on the bike for any reason, whether it's a dinosaur trying to eat me or a person trying to run me off the road. Because let me tell you, if you don't ride a bike, there is one enemy, and your number one enemy are angry drivers, and it really it gets annoying sometimes. So it's in my bag. I have a inside the waistband holster for this shield, Smith & Wesson MP9 shield, but the upright position that you ride in on the bike, combined with my hold on, let me not drop you. Combined with my my size, it's almost impossible to carry, because I'm kind of fat, and no safety check needed. There is a round in the chamber, but obviously when it sits down like that, actually it sits more like that angle. When you're on the bike, you're pretty much on a sitting down position, so my gut gets in the way of it. And not only that, but I'm really worried about the where it clips onto my belt, about those clips actually riding up and it falling off while I'm on the bike.
So in the meantime, oh, can you hear all those bees? In the meantime, what I do is I keep it in here next to my little first aid kit. I got some earplugs in there. I got a Ziploc bag in case I gotta put my wallet and cell phone in there in case it rains. A little bit of toilet paper and an energy bar. And then we'll go over what I am. My primary, which that would be, the gun would obviously be, right now would be my backup. My primary means, let me see if I can lock this in here and do a video like that. Sorry, you guys are gonna have to work with me on the fly. Alright, so my primary means right now, pardon the britches, of protection, defense, or survival is just a big knife. Hold on, I'm getting swarmed by bumblebees. So primary means is a big ass knife, and it's the amazing thing in the state of Florida. I can legally open carry this thing. One of the very few things you can open carry legally here, you know, unless you're hunting, fishing, camping, or going to and from them, then you can open carry your firearm. So that's there. It's on a nice little swivel belt loop kind of deal. You know, let me actually take that off and we'll go over some of the things about this knife and the sheath that it's in. Hold on, let me walk over here so you don't have to see me get naked. Don't worry, I'm still here. Sorry you guys are we're at a horrible camera angle. I'll try to fix that here in a minute. Maybe we will turn the camera around. Don't worry, I'm coming back. Yeah, the sun's kind of in a decent position before I turn it over this way, and you guys could watch me from over here. Alright, so what we have here is the K-bar. As you can see, it says on there the BK7. So Becker, I think his first name's like Ethan Becker, designed this, and then K-bar manufactures them. It's a, I want to say just like the number of it, 7. I want to say it's like a 7-inch blade. Nice, really nice thick steel blade. There's tons of reviews and other people that make good reviews on knives that really know what they're talking about with knives. I don't. I just watched his review, and I was like, yeah, I like that knife. And I also watched his review. The channel that I'm talking about is Prepared Mind 101. I can put a link down there if y'all want, if somebody asks me for it. If not, I probably won't put one down there. So the sheath I carry it in, it was on his, sorry, I'm getting attacked. Was on one of his videos, and I saw it and I really liked it. I got the Cryptek camouflage pattern, whatever you want to call it. It's a really nice Kydex sheath. Has this nice little, let me see if I can get it at a good angle for you guys to see. When I first got it, I was like, what the hell? You know, it's bent. They didn't finish it, you know, finish making it, but it's actually so you can, with only one hand, you put your thumb on it and you push down on it and you pull the knife right out. Otherwise, it's got some really extreme retention on it, so it's not going to come out. So when it's on your waist, or however you mount it, if you don't get the belt loop like I have, you can just easily one hand remove it. I'm getting attacked out here by bugs. So that is my primary right now on the motorcycle. It's a good visual deterrent. I mean, when I'm on the bike, it's sitting off to the side, dangling around, and it's definitely noticeable. So nice, good visual deterrent. This thing is really, really, really high quality, really good, good craftsmanship on it. It's got a nice little feature down here, little hole to drain the water in case there's you're getting wet or something. Let me see if I can battle this bumblebee if he won't leave me alone. You guys see him? Oh, they're like fighting each other, and I'm kind of in the mix. So yeah, it's nice. I don't really do any hardly reviews like this and stuff, so I really don't know what to tell you guys. I can give you the links to his videos if you guys ask for it, and he can explain to you more about it. But it's a nice knife. I've used it for a lot of things, cutting down trees, cutting a vine. I got the handlebars tangled in a vine one time out here riding in a little bit, a few miles north of here. So it's nice to carry, nice deterrent. Hold on, let me put this back on and we'll wander around here in a minute. In the meantime, you guys can just enjoy the scenery. Hopefully that bee's not bothering y'all too much. Alright. So yeah, I have talked to, if you guys watched the first part of this video where I was talking about been getting some input from my viewer, Susan, hopefully you're watching this. She has been telling me that one of the things I need to do to carry a firearm is to get, you know, some like cargo style pants, military style or something like that. Unfortunately, the issue that I've ran into with that is, hold on, I'm tangled up in something. The issue I have with that is it's an extremely good idea, and I would really love to try it. However, right now I'm wearing Dickies, and they're a really thick material, so I just kind of use them for protection. Obviously, if I go down or scrape a tree or do something like that. So they don't make these. Dickies makes cargo pants. I'm pretty sure everybody's aware of that, but they don't make any that are actually the real thick material. So I have yet to find something. I was kind of thinking about just having a pocket sewn in on the side here, you know, where I can actually have my weapon. I don't know, it's kind of a rough decision to make, to have something like that right there. I also have been thinking about, well, I'm waiting on the company. One of the problems with having a new bike, a brand new bike, is especially when they do a model change, a style to the, or change it up a little bit, is you don't have anything to, hold on, let me rephrase that. So, let me start that over, just forget we just said that. Alright, so one of the bad things about buying a brand new bike after they just do a change to that model, this is a 2015, and the last like 20 years of Suzuki making this bike was almost all the exact same. So this new bike, it's a little bit different. So the rack that they make, that a few companies make, won't fit this. So right now I don't have a rack. I don't have an option to have it on a rack and having my gun in there. I don't have an option for a tank bag. I do, but it doesn't really work out too well. If you're not familiar with a tank bag, pretty much just like a backpack that just goes here, and it has like 2 straps on it, and then it has magnets in it that stick to the metal in the tank. However, I looked on Amazon and looked on a few other websites and looked at a few reviews, and a lot of them are bigger. They're made for like crotch rockets and sport bikes and all that good stuff. So I didn't, obviously there's not very much room there. So I found the cheapest one I could find. It was like $14, and bought that, and I got it in the mail today, and yeah, it's not gonna work. Even though it's the cheapest one, cheapest, smallest, crappiest one I could find, it's still too big for the bike. It actually is not going to fit there. The only other option I have is to buy like a fanny pack and just have it sitting on the side here. I've kind of thought about that, and but either way, it's not like you're going to just be driving, pull out the gun, and go to work. It's not like the movies. So yeah. So I'm waiting for that company to make me a nice rack for the back so I can actually put some stuff on here, put a tent on, and go camping. And they also make a front one that attaches at like 2 of the points here. And there's 2 different companies. One of them has it where it sits below the headlight. One of them has it where it sits above the headlight. And you can have storage area right there. So waiting on that. And then the other thing that I actually bought at the same time on Amazon that I bought the tank bag was I bought these nice little plastic hand guards that mount and come out here and protect your hand from bushes, branches, dirt, or whatever, and hopefully it'll protect me a little bit from the cold wind when I'm riding in the winter, because it still gets a little bit chilly here. So probably made by the time we're done recording, probably the video is going to be over an hour. So if you've paid attention this far into it, I'm really glad that you have watched, and if you want any videos made, specific videos, send me a message or make a comment. Obviously I can't do any Border Patrol checkpoint ones here. The only Border Patrol checkpoint they have here is at the port in Panama City, and so I've never actually went to one of the checkpoints in any of my videos. Never was like, okay, hey, I'm gonna go down here and fuck with these guys. it was always I had to go down there and either pick up my daughter, or I was going through going to another city or state and end up having to go through one. So that, and you know, I was talking to a friend at work about the legalities of me doing anything political like that now that I'm still serving in the military after my last incident, which even though, you know, that state capitol video when I went to the state capitol in New Mexico, even though I was completely within all my legal rights and followed all the laws, it still didn't go too good for the Air Force. They didn't like it. Nothing major happened to me, but I don't want to keep pressing the issue, so I will wait until I am happily out of the Air Force, or happily retired, hopefully happily retired, and then continue doing what I like to do. And whoa, we're getting attacked. So yeah, but if you have any specific things you want to have me make a video about, just let me know, or you'll just hear me ramble on like these. So thanks for watching, and we're gonna go back and do some more riding.